Hello everyone, welcome back to our fully booked podcast, episode number 8, Trick or Treat Yourself. You're here with me, Mrs. Spittle.
And me, Mrs. Smedley-Baugh. Hello everyone.
Hi there.
I apologise, I'm a bit nasal today. I sound a bit like Kermit.
You're always a bit nasal.
Yeah,
that
no,
was
but
my
extra
chair, by the
nasal.
way, that made that noise.
That's what they all say. It's those creepy ghouls in the library.
How are you feeling, Smedley?
I'm a little bit bunged up.
Yeah,
We were supposed to record this yesterday.
we were, but
Unfortunately,
someone wasn't in.
some sort of evil spirit had taken over my soul.
I can use you for my joke, actually. For one of my jokes, I should say. I have many where these came from. Again, what's in a ghost's nose?
Oh, shocked me.
Boogers.
That was what was in my nose.
Yeah.
And
Silly,
while I was feeling a bit rough yesterday, I asked myself the question: how do you know that a skeleton is sick?
I don't know.
He's coughing.
Oh dear.
Like me.
Yes, I love
was
it.
Coughing.
Who did the ghost take on a date?
Go on.
His girlfriend.
Oh, his girlfriend.
Girlfriend.
Girls just want to have fun.
Yes, they do.
They just a wanna.
Why? This is one for the older age group. Why do demons and ghouls hang out together?
Go on.
Because demons are a girl's best friend.
Oh dear.
That is Marilyn Monroe
Demons
reference.
are a ghoul's best friend. I like that one. That's
Last
quite
one
clever.
from me. What's a vampire's favourite ice cream?
Do vampires like ice cream?
They do now because it's vanilla.
That's awful.
That's great.
I think that might be one of your worst ones yet.
Sorry, I'm being distracted by the noise that I keep making
We've got
on
a
my
slightly
chair.
wonky table as
Oh
well.
my
That's not
goodness.
ideal.
Will you just get some new equipment in the library,
The
please?
table keeps going on the wonk.
Indeed. This is our Halloween special.
Did that
Why
make
did that
it
sound like
creepy?
Hunger Games?
Oh, it did, didn't it? Oh, that is the Hunger Games, isn't it? Ooh, was that creepy?
No.
Ghoulish. Halloween special. Was that ghoulish?
Just weird.
I think that should come in between everything we do, Halloweeny. The Halloween special. I reckon that sounds terrifying on a podcast in earphones.
It's terrifying to witness.
Oh, look, I can play my Halloween theme off my jangly thing around my neck. That's very Halloweeny, isn't
That's
it?
what plays in my head when I hear you coming up the corridor.
Yeah, it's very ominous, isn't
Yeah,
it?
here she comes
I like
again.
it. I've had to take it off because else I keep pressing the button.
Here she comes. Anyway, we're a book-based podcast.
We are.
What have you been reading?
I just finished The ABC Murders by Agatha Christie.
Nice.
It's very clever.
Was it?
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Who did it? Who done
I
it?
can't tell you because what if people read
Oh, what a spoil sport.
it? It was really good though.
ABC Murders.
Yeah,
Okay.
very clever.
There's a Netflix show. It may be in a foreign language though, and it made me.
Is it The ABC Murders?
No, it's not the ABC Murders. I can't remember what it's called, but I will.
I mean,
have a
that
look.
is a Hercule Poirot.
It's a new one, and it's just it only has female actresses in it, and it's loosely based on Agatha Christie and Knives Out as well. I forgot what it's called.
Oh,
It's a new one.
yeah, I know.
That's one for my half term.
Yeah, I can't think what it's called.
No, me that good that I forgot it.
I do love a bit of Agatha Christie.
Yeah, so
I'm a big
we talk
fan of
about
the,
Agatha Christie a lot on this podcast.
We do. She just keeps cropping up. It's
She
because I
does.
keep reading a Poirot mystery and getting engulfed.
Goodness me.
I'm also reading the book that I chatted about the last time the podcast. I bought the book, Cozy Christmas and a Happy New Year. And then I haven't decided what I'm reading next because I only finished the other one on Sunday and I haven't started my new one yet. I might read something like a cute Christmas romance because it's coming into the festive season.
Didn't you message the
Yeah,
author?
the lady. I've sent her the link. I don't know if
What's
she's
the
listened to it
podcast?
yet. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
What's the lady's
Beth
name?
Kempton.
Hello, Beth Kempton.
Maybe
you're
we'll be
listening.
famous with the famous lady.
I hope so.
And me. I hope she listens to our podcast.
Me too.
I'll just keep checking YouTube for the next review.
Okay. Would you recommend ABC Murders?
Oh, absolutely. It's quite short as well.
Is it
Yeah, it's only a small book. It's quite portable.
short and sweet?
Yeah. Murder on the Orient Express is
Portable.
quite short as well, and that's got the film,
They
hasn't
all
it?
are, yeah.
The film's good.
Yeah.
I like the film.
Cool.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Very good plot twist at the end.
You're not reading anything scary anymore?
No,
No.
the last one was the one that slightly creepy family upstairs
Yeah.
one.
One of the Year 11 girls is reading that now.
Yeah. I think probably the last, like, technically scary or gothic thing that I read was probably when I reread Frankenstein.
What a great book.
I like Dracula as well. Also. I think that's
Dracula.
A great book.
I do like Dracula.
I think they're both actually very good.
And
Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah.
I like all three.
And Dorian Gray.
Yeah.
One of my faves.
I've tried.
How could you not like Dorian Gray? There's something wrong.
I'll try again.
You should. We're not very good at this Halloween malarkey to say we both love it so much.
I like Nightmare Before Christmas. That's Halloween. Halloween is the Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, it is.
That's a good film.
It is.
I really like it. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. There you go.
That's how you feel better.
Yeah. But what I have been looking at, I saw somebody post something actually on FaceB the other day, Alter Collective in Wolverhampton.
Mm-hmm.
They do all sorts of like craft workshops and stuff, and they'd got a Halloween one, but they celebrate stuff in like the more pagan fashion, like Yule instead of Christmas, Yuletide, stuff like that. And they'd put up, the workshop was called, I always thought it was pronounced Samhain. So if anyone's seen Samhain,
yeah,
I always thought it was pronounced Samhain, and it's not.
What is it?
It's actually Samhain.
Samhain?
Or Samhain.
Okay.
I'm sorry if I grossly mispronounced that, but that's the actual origins of Halloween.
Is it?
Yeah, so it was originally the Celtic or Celtic again, down to your own personal pronunciation.
Scone.
Yeah, festival of Samhain, and it was the idea of welcoming the harvest, and masks originated from them wearing masks to ward off ghosts and spirits. And it basically it served the purpose of ushering in the dark half of the year. So like,
when the clocks change.
Yeah, so welcoming in the darkness, but not seeing it as a bad thing. And it was like when the darkness came, the barriers between the physical and the spirit world were like almost mixed. So you could allow in the spirits that you wanted to bring you like wisdom and whatever. But you would also ward off the spirits that you didn't want. And then I started looking into the origins of the pumpkin.
Yeah.
Like, how did all that come about?
The jack-o'-lantern.
The jack-o'-lantern. And that's really bizarre. Okay. I didn't realise it's from Ireland, for a start.
What?
It's not even from the US. I mean, we presume that most modern Halloween celebrations are from the US. But because there were so many Irish immigrants who went over to the US, that was how it carried over. So it was from Irish folklore. It made me laugh a little bit. It was a man called Stingy Jack.
Nice.
Stingy Jack.
I know a few Stingy Jacks.
Some Stingy Jacks. And he tricked the devil, and therefore he couldn't go into heaven, but he also blocked himself from hell. He did it for some sort of monetary gain and played this trick against the devil. So the devil didn't want him because he'd wronged the devil.
Yeah.
He couldn't go to heaven because he'd wronged the devil. So he was sort of stuck in purgatory, and he kept wandering the human world.
Sounds like Drake and Marley.
It does sound like Drake and Marley. So the jack-o'-lanterns were made to ward him away, to frighten Stingy Jack. And that's why they were called jack-o'-lanterns.
From Stingy Jack?
From Stingy Jack. And so because there was obviously such an influx of Irish people going to the US, they started putting out the jack-o'-lanterns to ward away Stingy Jack.
Stingy Jack.
And then it sort of just became a thing. But we don't really call them jack-o'-lanterns over here, do we?
No.
It's always just a pumpkin. A gourd.
God.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So yeah, that's where they come from.
Well,
Which I thought was quite cool.
Consider myself educated.
Well, and me, because I always just thought they were quite cool. And that people just had them because they look cool.
I do like a pumpkin decoration.
I presumed it was to do with the fact that you could just... It was the time of year where pumpkins grow. If you grow your own pumpkin, it doesn't come to fruition until late October.
Yeah.
If it ever does, because they're really hard to
grow.
grow.
What about All Hallows Eve, isn't that?
Then there's all... Well, they're all a bit of a mix together. So you've got Samhain, All Hallows Eve. Then there's All Saints Days on November the 1st. You've got the harvest, you've got the pagan festivals, and in a nutshell it's all sort of become one, with a little mix of Day of the Dead from Mexico, which is not even the same day, but they've all just sort of become mixed together, haven't they, into what we now know as Halloween. But most of them are rooted quite deeply in folklore, religion,
That's very interesting.
faith.
Thank you for that, JSB.
Yeah, it's quite cool. I started looking into it, and there's so many different conflicting views of like, where Halloween came from, because lots of cultures have sort of claimed ownership of the OG Halloween.
The OG.
the OG Pumpkin Man. And then, I mean, Tim Burton popularised it in his film Nightmare Before Christmas with Jack Skellington.
Yeah. I watched Hubie Halloween.
Did you?
Yeah, on Netflix.
How was that?
The other day. It was silly.
Was it?
It was one of those Happy Madison productions.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was it?
With Adam Sandler.
Is it worth a watch?
You'll enjoy it.
I do like Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
I like most things that Adam Sandler does.
I found bits quite funny.
I'm trying to think what else I like that's like film. I'm a bit scared of horror films, to be honest.
I love a horror film.
They frighten me a bit.
Apparently, horror films are very good if you have anxiety because the scare and the tension takes your mind off what you're worrying about.
I just find horror films give me anxiety and I can't sleep. We did, just to be fair, we have just rewatched all of the Harry Potters, and one of them is very Halloween, isn't it? Where they've got the pumpkins in the Great Hall.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to the studio tour on Saturday, and they've got the pumpkins in the Great Hall.
So lucky.
And the Death Eaters are wandering round.
Harry Potter is, for me, it's Halloween and Christmas.
And into Christmas. You need to watch it this time of year, don't you?
Yeah.
You need to back-to-back
So I think I might go between and
I feel like now is a perfect time because you get the best of both in all of them. Well, all of them start in September, don't they?
With the new school year.
So all of them then cover the first two. And you've got the Yule Ball. That's really cute, isn't it?
Hermione's dress.
Oh, the pretty pink one.
Oh gosh, that was my chair. Did you hear that?
That's what they all say. I've got my pumpkin, but I haven't carved it yet.
I haven't carved the pumpkin. I haven't gone pumpkin picking this year as well.
Oh, I did. I got very muddy. The weather the day before was quite horrific. It was from Storm Babette, and
was it?
I waded through the swamps that were left from that storm on the next day and got a lot of mud in my
like the little
car.
ones, the little munchkin pumpkin.
I've got a munchkin pumpkin. I've got a white one. I'm going to do it as Jack Skellington, and then I bought like I don't know, it's a bit of a weird shape. It's like an oblong one, so I haven't decided what I want to do with it yet. Jake's very good at pumpkin carving.
Is he?
Yeah, he's much better than me. I've got no patience with it.
I do like a
I always just do Jack Skellington. I tried Coco a couple of years ago, and that was a terrible failure.
Mr. Spittle's good at pumpkin carving. He did a VW camper van once.
Yeah, Jake's
In
really
his
good.
and
So
I
makes
was,
me
what?
gel.
And then he laughed at my cat.
Jake did a Homer one before, a Homer Simpson one, and it was really good.
So I just don't think I have the right tools to carve a pumpkin.
I've got a pumpkin carving kit, and I'm still not very good at it.
It's not very good, that scoop.
The easiest thing to do is buy the white munchkin pumpkin,
Yeah.
use a black Sharpie and draw Jack Skellington's face, and you can't really go wrong.
Then you can't light it up.
It's okay, I've got to light up Jack Skellington.
Of course you have.
Don't you worry about me.
Of course you have.
I want to go to Salem for Halloween.
I'd love to. That's where Hubie Halloween's set.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So
I really want
like
to go there. I'm really jealous because my best friend's been there at Halloween.
Salem.
I've been to New York at Halloween, but they don't actually seem to... They do a big parade, and what's really unfortunate is I went with my mum a few years ago, and we walked round and round and round in circles, trying to find where this parade was. Google Maps misled me, and we missed the parade.
Oh.
But I did ride around on a bike in a Halloween costume round Central Park.
As you did.
Yeah, that was fun and exciting. And I've got a really cool T-shirt from the Disney store with the Sanderson sisters on.
Thinking about Salem, have you ever read into Salem Witch Trials?
I had a really good book, and I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, it really is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like the link to that in Fantastic Beasts. It's got a link to the Salem Witch Trials, hasn't it? With Cadence and the mom and the daughter. Because that's set a long time ago, isn't it?
Have you ever read or studied The Crucible?
No.
Isn't that based on Salem Witch Trials?
By Arthur Miller.
Arthur Miller, yeah.
I don't know, is it? I don't know, I never did
Just
that
about
at school. Maybe I should
female
read
hysteria, that someone blames someone for something, they claim they saw it, and then they all jump on that said bandwagon.
it. There is a good book. It's called It's a Year. It's something like... It's the actual year of the Salem Witch Trials is the title of the book, and I can't for the life of me think what it's called.
That's another fascinating subject. Well, I have, because I haven't been reading much Halloween-y. I read horror and gothic all year, so...
Every day is Halloween.
It is, because I love it so much. But I do have a really short story here, and it's called The Puppy in the Basement. So please don't blame me if you can't sleep tonight. Are you ready to have a read?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Is it going to make me jump?
I hope so. Ah! Mummy told me never to go in the basement, but I wanted to see what was making that noise. It kind of sounded like a puppy, and I wanted to see the puppy, so I opened the basement door and tiptoed down a bit. But I didn't see a puppy, and then Mummy yanked me out of the basement and yelled at me. Mummy had never yelled at me before, and it made me sad and cried. Then Mummy told me never to go into the basement again, and she gave me a cookie. That made me feel better. So I didn't ask her why the boy in the basement was making noises like a puppy, or why he had no hands or feet.
That's rather unpleasant, isn't it? I often think they're much worse. You know,
short
the really
stories.
short ones. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm not encouraging anyone to do so, but if you Google short horror stories, I think they were off Reddit.
Yeah, it says Reddit.
Yeah, there's some really freaky. I think they're much worse. They leave too much to the imagination.
Yeah, you have to. You can infer so much more.
Yeah.
And it gets your brain working, your imagination goes into overdrive.
There was a challenge a few years ago. I think it was to write a horror story in like 3 sentences, and a lot of those are online. And some of them are really, really freaky because, like you say, it leaves so much to your own imagination.
Yeah.
That you like.
Which is what reading's so cool. And you
That's
don't have
what reading's so cool.
Reading's so cool. But you don't have to read massive amounts to still enjoy the pleasure of reading.
And to engage your brain.
Yeah.
And start imagining what hideous atrocities lie in the basement.
Oh, don't.
Stranger Things should be coming out soon. That's Halloween-y.
I've never got into Stranger Things.
Have you not?
No, I watched the first.
No, try again.
I don't know why. I feel like I'm missing out.
Oh, the zeitgeist of Stranger Things. There's a snazzy word,
too
guys.
much
Google it.
time, though.
Oh, no, it's so good.
Is it?
Yeah, and it always comes out around October. I'm sure it's like this year. Oh, it's because of the strikes, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm sure it was already supposed to be out. Oh, it's so good. The last series is so good. And the guy who plays Grindelwald in the Harry Potter films plays Vecna, and he's amazing.
Is he?
Yeah. I don't think he plays Grindelwald in the Fantastic Beasts. He's on the photo in Dumbledore's brother's house.
It's a great series, also on Netflix. I haven't been spending my whole life on Netflix.
You lie.
There is a great, but it's not really age appropriate, and it's a shame because it's loosely based on Edgar Allan Poe.
What is it?
It's called Fall of the House of Usher. Fall of the House of Usher is a short story by Edgar Allan Poe that you can read, but it's been sensationalised and dramatised to a point that it's not accessible for younger people. But I highly recommend.
But you could read Edgar.
So much. The Raven poem. There's an episode on The Simpsons.
There is a brilliant one on The Simpsons.
Telltale Heart.
Bart's the Raven, isn't it? And the Telltale Heart one where she's got the diorama and the hearts beating under the floor. All referenced in The Simpsons.
Love it. What's the Raven evermore?
If you're into your anime, you've probably already watched it, but Death Note would be a good one to be watching over Halloween because that's quite Halloween-y. It's got I can't remember what the type of demon's called, but they're from like Japanese and Chinese folklore.
Oh, I know a lot of our students would be interested in that.
Yeah, Death Note's brilliant. It's really good. I know a lot of our kids have watched it. It's actually very good.
Death Note.
The storyline's brilliant. Yeah. It's one of those where it's perfectly acceptable for an adult to watch it because the storyline is really, really good. It's very clever. Very clever.
Well,
I've got a little poem.
You have?
I have got a little poem
poem.
I have to keep looking at the pronunciation.
A poem?
Samhain.
Okay.
Samhain.
Nicest croaky ill voice, please.
Oh, yes, it's going to be lovely, isn't it? I really liked this. I thought it was really nice because I think with this time of year, it's a sort of both creepy and cosy at the same time, isn't it? And I like it. I thought this was a really lovely poem. Welcome, Samhain, the festival of the dead. The year draws to a close and we look to the new year ahead. With the veil at its thinnest, spirits freely roam. It's time once more to welcome your ancestors home. Listen to their messages and take note of their advice, for they know things we cannot, except at a price. Raise a glass in their honour, then bid them farewell, though they never really leave us, and we know this well. Tomorrow brings a new day, though the dark Lord slumbers on. The new year has begun, let your voice rise in song. Set out your hopes and desires, for it's a time to look ahead. Ask the blessings of the ancients, as on your path you tread. May the coming year be fruitful, may you prosper and grow. For you're a walker of the old ways, and this is what we know. We are the children of the ancients, and so we are doubly blessed. For we are the chosen ones, each on our own sacred quest. Blessed be.
Ooh,
I liked
that's
it.
quite
I
positive,
like the
Owen.
idea of welcoming in the new year.
Yeah.
Because actually the new year, it means like the half of the year, doesn't it, where we were in darkness, as opposed to New Year like January the 1st.
Yeah. Lovely, thank you for that.
I liked
do
it.
feel all warm and cosy and ready to
Gonna
trick
put
and
my,
treat
Gonna
myself.
put my Halloween candle on when I get home, I think. It's called Hello Pumpkin. Hello Pumpkin.
Hello.
Hello Pumpkin.
Hello, God.
Oh my gourd. For anyone who doesn't know what a gourd is, it's the American word for a squash. So like a pumpkin or a butternut squash, or
Not a squash cordial.
no, like a vegetable squash, and they call them gourds, which means you can say, "Oh my gourd."
Stop, I'm going to be saying that too
You can
much
tell I've
now.
been in America before for Halloween. All the Disney merchandise says, "Oh my gourd."
Our next episode, we're going to have a look at what's coming up.
Yeah, we are. I
think-
mean, it won't be too long until we have a little Christmas one.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, end of November until...
Christmas starts on the 1st of November.
No.
It's always Christmas in my heart.
Your heart is always joyful.
1st of November, let's get them Halloween decks down, and then roughly the 11th, Christmas will go up.
Too soon. Anyway, until next time.
Yeah, next time's going to have to be a surprise.
Yeah. Hope you all have
Surprise.
a wonderful half term and a lovely rest after such a long autumn one.
Yeah, have a lovely half term. Trick or treat yourselves.
Bye,
We'll
guys.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.